have Tourette's, so please excuse any swearing. Yay, fuck off! My name's Jim.
My name's Lou.
Welcome back to the channel.
We are Fields and Flux.
Yes! Me! Welcome back to another episode. This week's episode is focused on us planting seeds. It's going to be a little bit different, but we're just going to talk you through what we're doing as we're doing it.
If you have enjoyed the video so far, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and leave us a comment.
It helps the algorithm.
It does help the algorithm.
What are we doing today, Lou? Yes!
So today it's seed planting day.
Yes. February 14th, story time. My mum, bless her, didn't believe that any 18-year-old girl could not care about Valentine's Day.
I hate it. I think it's a load of crap.
and I was of the same ilk when I would have just turned 19. Yeah, so I was of the same persuasion,
Yeah.
and so we were just like, all right, we're not going to do anything.
No, I was not bothered in the slightest. I was like, don't do it. I don't like it.
We used to go out all the time anyway.
We'd go out all the time, and if you want to take your other half out, take them out any day of the year. Not when it's absolutely rammed, packed full of people. Dinner takes an hour and a half to arrive, and it costs you twice the money. There's no point.
This is a tangent story based on what Lou said. Once we weren't doing anything. We were off on holiday or something for a week. So we weren't around other people. And we were like, should we go out for dinner tonight? It's like, yeah, let's go somewhere. And it was Valentine's Day. And it was like...
we were looking around being like, why is it so busy? Like, it was packed, the service was slow, and we were like, what is going on? And then suddenly the penny dropped, didn't it?
But back to that first story. So my mum had bought Lou a present for me to give her because she really didn't believe that she thought Lou would get me one, and she was just pretending. And no, always makes me chuckle because. But as we've got more into the gardening, and as we've moved to the smallholding, we got into gardening before we moved to the smallholding. We had an allotment, and like I said, we did vegetable beds in our garden. I was quite disabled at the time, and I used to love spending time out there with the plants. So. But as we've got more into it, we decided that at Christmas we'd get each other, instead of a stocking, we'd get each other a seed sock. So we would fill up a sock full of seeds each other could grow in the summer. And then on Valentine's Day, we use that day, the 14th of February, as the day we can start planting all of our seeds, or most of the seeds, the February seeds.
I can't get this bloody lid open. I don't want to spill it everywhere.
Shall I open it outside?
Yeah, I don't want to spill it.
It's freezing here today, so we are in the potting shed. We have got beautiful views, but you can't see them because there's so much cloud and rain. And but it does lock, so you get a little bit of the wind chill, so it's quite nice.
So this year...
Hi guys, Future Jim here. Yes, fuck off! I've just been editing and I must admit that there is some dysfunction on the camera here. It looks like the netting's changed the focus. It does get better in the episode, but we've decided to leave it in. Yes, because before it'd be less genuine if we re-edited it to get the shot again or whatever. Apologies, we're new to it. We did do some checks and thought it was okay, but obviously the net has been knocked at some point and gets in... to the focus, but it does get better. Hope you enjoy it and leave a like. Yes,
I learnt last year. I put a load of seeds in these trays with, I don't know how many gaps they've got. I think 50 slots. I put a load of seeds that needed different conditions. I've learnt this year to fully check my seed packets and make sure I'm putting seeds that need similar conditions and germination times in a tray together. Anything I want or that need to be separate or that might need to be cold stratified if they're not germinating properly, I've learnt to put them in separate trays because that was a big mistake last year and I think it cost I we haven't got any seed compost at the minute, unfortunately. So I've just got some multi-purpose, and I'm going to put some vermiculite in there. And as I go along, I'm going to check the seed packets, because some seeds, as a lot of you may know, need to be left on the top of the soil because they need light to germinate. Other seeds, they need to be buried with a layer of vermiculite. Others just need a mix. They're all a little bit different. So I'll check the packets as I go. We've got a mixture of flowers and a few vegetables here. I've got San Marzano tomatoes, which we grew last year.
I did manage to open it, but it came at a bit of a cost.
That's right.
Yes.
So yeah, the San Marzano tomatoes, they're really good for sauces and like passata.
Saucy.
So we grew some last year. I have saved some seed, but I've also got some from last year. So I'm just going to try those today and see how they go. I need a spade, really.
You need me to get you a spade?
I've got a spade.
I'll go get one.
I'll be wanting the green now.
Yep. So I'll go over, while Lou's mixing that, I'm going to go over what seeds we are actually planting right now, today, that we got ready.
Make sure you're in shot, because I'm probably blocking you there.
People don't need to see my pretty face, do they? So San Marzano, I know Lou spoke about that. Kohlrabi, that we had that for the first time a few years ago. It's really nice. Tasty. It's great in coleslaw.
Yeah.
Really nice. This here is a... Oh my gosh, I don't know. Oh, it's a common yarrow. Yeah, I see that at the bottom. Yeah. I'll go with that one. But for the viewers, I'm going to try and pronunciate it.
Achillea? It's either Achillea or Achillea. I never know quite what one it is. But yeah, that's a flower. That's a hardy perennial. So hopefully, if I plant that this year.
Wait. What does perennial mean?
So perennial means it will grow back year after year. And annual is that it will grow in the growing season of that year and then will die back and not come back. Then you've got a biennial, which will grow every other year, like a foxglove, for instance.
And unless my eyes deceive me, that's a perennial. Are these mainly perennials here?
Kind of. So you've got a blanket flower here. This is a it says hardy/half hardy annual/perennial.
Yes.
So I think as long as it doesn't get too cold, I think it will come back every year. So once Jim's filled all these with soil, what we'll do first is give the soil a really good water before we put the seeds in. Otherwise, what can sometimes happen is, especially with small seeds, is you'll put the seeds in, they'll be all nicely positioned, you'll then get the watering can and the water will just push the seeds all out of place. So a good trick is to always water your soil before you plant your seeds. That gives the soil a really nice soaking and will keep it nice and moist, ready for when the seeds go in. Just because of the slugs last year.
Slug war.
Yeah. I'm going to put some of these flowers on the windowsill in our conservatory.
Yes.
So I can monitor them and give them
We're going to be at one with the plants this year because we're going to use the conservatory a lot, I think.
It's just it was so disheartening. Well, it was more disheartening for me, I suppose, that I'd grown all these flowers. They grew beautifully initially, and then they just got decimated. So
slug war. Yay!
So I'm going to try and just give them a really good head start this year as best I can. Others, however, there's a few plants in here that do better actually being in quite cold conditions initially. A lot of them, or the other half of them, will just sit either in the greenhouse or maybe the polytunnel, the new polytunnel we might put them in. Yeah, and then just kind of monitor them, keep them moist. They don't need to be drenched, but it's just keeping them nice and moist. And then hopefully in time we'll in a month or two we'll start to see, or even a couple of weeks with some of them, we should start to see the seedlings starting to come through.
Stopping a sped up clip there to I've done this one way too wet, so you'll notice I'm now putting my thumb over the watering can because it pretty much came out too fast. Yes. back to the speeded up bit. Oh no, I locked you in.
Oh, did you?
Oh, sorry that I disappeared from the video, guys. Oh, we had a minor emergency. The wind had, basically, what had happened is the wind had snapped that rubber band that we used to keep the pen shut.
Oh.
And so
it hadn't actually got through the netting, they'd got through.
No, the door was wide
door
open.
oh, well, that's...
And all the guinea fowl were out. So, but luckily, I just grabbed some feed. Yeah. Chucked it on the. I grabbed them their treats, chucked it on the floor. They all ran back into the pen, and I shut the door.
Oh, that's good. At least you don't need to fix up the pen.
I just got another one out and just retied it. I'd just like to point out that while we really enjoy this, while we're learning more each year, we are by no means experts. So,
No.
you know, while we'll share with you what does work and what doesn't work, there is going to be a lot, and there has already been a lot of finding out what does work and what doesn't work.
Well, I think you're always learning, though, aren't you? I think anyone who likes to do a bit of gardening or has done over the years will know that you will never know it all. You'll always be learning. But
and then always the thing that I've found the most strange is something's starting to come through, but
peeking
it's
through, isn't it? Through the clouds.
But so one thing I've noticed is somewhere you grow something, it might be really happy. You treat it the exact same way, but it's in a slightly different spot. And for whatever reason, the sun, so you'll never know everything. And something that works in our garden might not work in your garden.
Yeah.
Things that worked in our old garden don't work here.
It's not just growing them; it's finding where they're happy.
Yeah.
Which I suppose is why it's always trial and error, because just because something's not grown well doesn't mean you can't grow it. It's just it might not be in its place where it will thrive. So it's a forever trial and error, really, I suppose, isn't it? Jim.
I did just have a seizure then. I've gone inside, I've had some medicine, I've come back out. That is a part of our life. Just happens, we've learned to live with it, haven't we? It was harder at first, now
it's just normal now, isn't it?
It's just normal. What has happened is we've been filming for a long time. We come out this morning, a few hours ago. I love it so much. I get caught up in it and I forget to medicate, and they can come back on.
Just out of the blue, don't they?
Out of the blue, especially when it's been a few hours. It's probably 2.5 hours verging on, so my own stupid fault. I should remember to stop and medicate, but don't know if we'll keep it in or keep it out, but I thought I'd do an explanation in case we keep it in, but it's just normal for us, isn't it?
It is. Well, it's been 6 years now, so it's
7.
7, yeah. Well, yeah, coming up 7.
7 years, so
it's just our day to day, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it from us today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed another episode of Fields and Flocks. And the next project is coming soon.
Coming soon, indeed. We'll see you in the next one.
Blimey, it's windy out here.
Oh no, it's bloody cold.
Yes, like a fart.
Okay, right, let's label that one. Have we got a towel I can wipe my hands on?
No.
Thank you. That good? Good to go? Right, yeah, stop that.
Hey. Right.